All right, shopping list: bread, milk, pasta, eggs, mayo, cocaine. Just kidding.
So now, oh, there it goes. Okay, it wasn't lighting up before, though. All right. Yeah. Got it. Thank you, Arlene. And thank you for the memes that you send sometimes. They're freaking great. DJ Lewis. How's everyone doing tonight? Okay, I'm up and running. Yay, there's voice. There it is. Yeah. Got it going. I don't know why this shit, like, I don't know. It seems to be inconsistent. I don't get it. Either way, we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We got lots of stuff to talk about. Discord hacked, Hawaii wildfire scam, and MrBeast lawsuits. Because we were talking about that last week, but there's a few things I want to get here. I actually want to sort these out before I start diving into the Canada stuff. Hold on, let me see this here. The Canada thing's gonna be the Canada. What the fuck? Hawaii. the Hawaii thing. The Hawaii is gonna be at the later, and it's gonna be the last topic because I wanna talk about that a little bit. I feel like I should say I feel like we're gonna talk about that a little bit. Um, man, where's this guy? Because there's, you know what? I'll just mark him in reverse order. I'll just mark him in reverse order. Fuck it. There's this chick. Okay. This guy. Shut up. That's pretty funny. I was gonna open the door with that one. I forgot. I'm open the door. Open the show with that one. I forgot about it. Okay. This one's unrelated, but it's fucking funny. Hold on. Let me find. There's a. Do you guys know there's a town with a cat as its mayor? Cat mayor. Uh, 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 uh. The China construction thing. There's like seriously so much shit that I have enough topics for a week. Like I could do a straight week of shows instead of just Mondays and Thursdays and have plenty. Actually, this is cool. And have plenty to talk about each day. Super Mario, this is just a fun fact that I saw and enjoyed. Super Mario is named after real life businessman Mario Segale, who was renting out a warehouse to Nintendo after Nintendo fell far behind on rent. Segale did not evict them, but gave them a second chance to come up with the money. Nintendo succeeded and named their main character after him. That's fucking dope. Dude, look at this motherfucker. Like, make him look like fucking Mario, bro. Mario's dope. He let us stay without rent, without paying rent. Hey, Jedi Bill and Man of Ray of Hope. How you guys doing? Bienvenidos. Just sent you another meme. Okay, thanks. I'll have to check that out later. It was fun time. How you doing, Bill? What's happening, baby? Cat can't be worse than some of the idiots that are mayors. Yeah, that's what it hold on. I'll double back to that one real quick. Have you heard of this about Maui? Let me see. I already have some Maui stuff lined up, and the answer is probably yes. Oh, no. Not I thank you for the more Maui stuff to talk about. Let me just double back real quick. I'll put this on the cat thing. Quote it because it was funny. How fucking far back is this? What the fuck? There it is. So he doesn't raise our taxes. We have no sales tax. He doesn't interfere with business. He's honest. And he only drinks water from a wine glass. He's good. Probably the best we've had. For the last 15 years, yo. That's crazy. Cat for mayor. All right. Let me find this other one. Because this guy was talking about this before it started happening. That's why I specifically want to bring up his video. Because before, I'll tell you guys right now. I'll tell you guys right now. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. Oh yeah, the woman talking about Bill Gates. What's this? Oh, planned riots. That kind of ties into, actually, this directly ties into the Hawaii thing. People rioting. I know that sounds a little off, but trust. Was it on fucking Twitter? Because I just passed the N-word video. Okay. Let me check Twitter real quick. Yeah, this shit. No, okay, no. Nah, B. Hello, Arlene. 23 and Bill. Bill. My PC is down. Need to replace some parts. Ah, man. That's rough, dude. I'm really sorry to hear that. There it is. This is the one it was on. It was on Twitter. Okay. Cool. At least I know where everything's at now. Okay, so let's start off with a couple lighter topics, and then I'll get into MrBeast, and then we'll talk about Hawaii. Hawaii really has an insurance scam. They caused a bunch of death and destruction and deserve some seriously harsh punishment. It's not an insurance scam. It's not an insurance scam. It's way more fucked up. But let's chill. Let's. Did you guys actually? What am I doing? What am I doing? This is a democracy, baby. I've got the audience here. Let's start a poll. Hawaii story. First or last? First, last. All right, y'all. Vote in the poll. Before we get into anything, we could start with Hawaii and just talk about Hawaii for a chunk, or we could end with Hawaii. So then we talk about other shit, and then talk about Hawaii as much as we want after the first like hour or so, because the other stories really aren't too big. They're not going to take up too much time. But we could always start with Hawaii and then just talk about whatever. And I'm sure maybe we'll circle back to Hawaii here and there. But I've got some stuff ready here. Let me hop over to the other one. Plan riots. All right. Now this one. Now everything's in order. Yay! I guess this one doesn't really have to be on topic to share this one. Disaster relief plane flies over Hawaii on way to Ukraine. If Hawaii really... Oh, no, that's a different one. Yeah, it's not an insurance scam. It is something else. But it's not... the kind of scam that it is not like a... the people who are losing their homes are not the ones that are trying to win here. You know what I mean? But let me see what's going on in the first... with 4 votes out of... We got 5 people here. We had 7 a second ago. But, okay. End poll. Let's talk about Hawaii then. Let's talk about Hawaii, baby. Hold on. Let me... we'll check here what's... Okay. So... Hawaii... disaster relief plane flies over Hawaii on way to Ukraine. Now, let's start with this guy. Hold on. What the fuck was that? Okay. All right. So check this out. This was the first one I saw, and I was like, I should talk about that on Monday. And then more videos came out. But let's start here.
I've been in the industry of people losing their homes due to fire, flood, monster, emergency services. But I need you guys to hear me out. You don't see what's going on. I feel something is bigger. I've been on Maui the last 9 years, and I know the geographical location and how everything works. There was no fucking way that a hurricane missed Big Island, went to Maui, and didn't flood them, didn't give them, crazy, other things, but it caused fires. It caused fires in not only
A hurricane causing fires instead of floods.
on Maui, but it caused fires in the most precious parts of real estate.
Bad storm just arrived. I might lose power. Okay, sorry to hear that, Arlene. I hope you don't. Just because that's a pain in the ass. But also, we'll miss you here. Maui needs to be talked about constantly because it was an attack. DEW, US, China, and Russia are the only known countries that have the DEW up and ready to use. I don't think... what's a DEW? I don't think that's what it is. But let's keep watching here. That's us, dude.
But it be on Maui, but it caused fires in the most precious parts of real estate in Maui. Lahaina Front Street is worth billions. The Hawaiians that have been holding out and the Kanaka have been holding out for years, not wanting to sell their property in Lahaina due to these big $1 million companies. It is not a coincidence, I don't believe, how in the most precious parts of Maui, Kula, Lahaina, and Kihei, that the locals that are standing strong and do not want to give up Oprah Winfrey's fucking view up in Kula that the Hawaiians are holding out on, that the fire was going to, the Hawaiians and the Kanaka that was holding right there on Front Street.
Okay, so that's this guy. So he said that. This was days ago. This was August 12th. Yeah, this was 2 days ago. So on Saturday, I saw it, and I was like, I'm going to talk about that on Monday. Then, yesterday comes along. And I'm going to play an in the middle clip here before I get back to the Hawaii stuff. Oh, and I got something here from Arlene. See, let it pop up. I saw that the insurance companies are denying claims for homes in the area where the homeowners were refusing to sell. That is fucked up. Let's watch this real quick. Man reveals how the elites plan riots.
Shops and units were burned down where the Black Lives Matter organised riots basically looted entire areas, the exact redevelopment areas for the new developments of the banks. It was like an organised plan. Burn down these areas, loot the shops, and the laws were changed the year before to make them redevelopment areas, so they were tax-free, then the banks come in and bought it all. I was looking thinking, this is organised. This is like a building development programme. Black Lives Matter have been used as an organisation to come in and just, it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but when I actually looked at it, I thought, oh my God. And out of the 19 cities where the major places were looted and burned, it's like 18 of them. A lot of the cities where the major shops and units were burned down, where the Black Lives Matter organised riots basically looted entire areas, the exact redevelopment areas for the new developments of the banks. It was like an organised.
So that's what happened there. But what he's pointing out, this is all organized, this is all planned, etc. Ties into what Arlene said here. Wrong button.
So
okay. So here's where shit gets hairy. I have been to Lahaina. I walked on those streets. I shopped there. It is beautiful. And yes, directed energy weapon. Compare Maui to Paradise, California. I don't think it needs to be that. You know, that's very high up on the totem pole to be using just to run some people out of their property. It could very easily be like a regular arson that's just, you know, directed in that, you know, set up to go in that direction. It just straight up arson. It doesn't need, for this kind of a scam, it doesn't need to be a direct energy weapon. The military is stopping all supplies into Maui, and Joey Bribes has no comment. I don't know who Joey Bribes is, but let's watch these. Yeah, because here's
holding every single one of our donations.
because we are not a part of FEMA and Red Cross. So none of this is eligible for giving out. Tell me why. I have no freaking clue.
Here to give a quick update on some of the ridiculous things that are going on.
That's when does that ever happen? When do they ever turn down aid because you're not part of the when it's one of the official organizations? When the fuck does that ever happen?
For us here in Lahaina, I'm okay. I have my home in Honokohau Valley. It is my grandmother's house that was completely engulfed and taken by the fire. I got to my grandmother's house about 30 minutes before it was completely engulfed, and it's gone. It's burnt to the ground. People here are suffering. There's not enough supplies. There's not enough food. There's not enough water. There's not enough gas. Not enough propane. There's nothing here.
Oh, Joe, Biden, Joey bribes. Yeah, that's how high up this whole thing goes. He has no comment on a national catastrophe. They were trying to be like, yo, George W. Bush took so long with Katrina. Homeboys over here like, no comment. No comment on Hawaii.
There are people that are trying to bring all of these things in right now, currently, as we speak. About 2 minutes ago, somebody just told me that they got turned away, regardless if they were a resident of Lahaina, regardless if they're a resident of Honokohau Valley, which I am from, and even people that live in Kahokuloa, which is closest to a lot of these roadblocks, are having a hard time even getting to their own homes. Now, the question is, and this is something similar that's been happening at Honolulu Bay this recent time, when we had the means to save and protect and prevent a...
Yo, what do you mean, Arlene? Why would you use locals? Why wouldn't you bring in your own people to do a job like that? People who don't care about the locals.
Catastrophe from happening. The public did, but our state and our federal government, like the Coast Guard, they denied us access to go and help. Now they're doing the same thing again at these roadblocks, denying people access to bring in supplies, just supplies for people to live. It is a decimated area. I can't even tell you what the things that I've seen. People want to leave. There are people here that want to leave, but they don't have gas to put in their car to leave. People are trying to bring gas in so that these people can just jump in their car and leave Lahaina. Take away the strain from the shelters, take away the strain from the food and water that they're taking from when they have a place that they can go to. Yet
I don't understand why people don't just go, you know what? Fuck the roadblocks. Just take matters into their own hands and get through however they need to get through. And that could be interpreted any number of ways. You can sneak through. You could be a little more physical about it. But either way, there's a point where if the law is committing the crimes, it's a criminal, you know? Fuck that. Fuck the roadblocks. Go nuts, you know? And then call it a day. Like, why the fuck don't they do that? I don't understand. People are too permissive when things like this are happening. I feel like people are too permissive.
State is still denying people access. People are in distress. People need these products. People need these supplies. Yet they're turning people away. I'm afraid. I have so many people here that I'm housing at my own place that I don't have enough food for. I don't have enough water for. Yet I'm afraid that if I leave to go and get the things that I do need, they won't let me back in. Right? My grandma, she needs her medicine. I have to go to Kahului to go get that myself. Nobody's going to bring that here. Things are very specific to some people, and they need to get out and they need to get back in. Yet the state is failing us again.
Holding every single one of our donations.
Yeah, so then we get over here to this lady.
So,
and this is where it all comes together. This is where it all comes together. The locals are the ones losing their homes, and it is their own representative insurance aid disaster relief that are helping screw the locals. Yeah, they're all in on the take. They're all in on the fucking take.
frustrated with investors and realtors calling the families who lost their home, offering to buy their land. How dare you do that to our community right now? If you are a victim and they are calling you, get their business name so we can put them on blast. This is some pilau heaven happening right now. I am so frustrated hearing since yesterday that multiple families that I know personally were reached out and offered money from investors and realtors. Shame on you. So frustrated with investors and realtors calling the families who lost their home, offering to buy their land. How dare you do that to our community right now? If you are a victim and they are calling you, get the—
So sorry, I got a little distracted here because I was reading this dumb bitch's comment. But you can just say no. Like, tell me why it's a bad thing for someone who just lost everything to be offered a way out. Like, what, you dumb fuck? You just don't get anything. What a retarded motherfucker. Everyone else here gets it. Don't give in. Land grab, time for corrupt government, etc., etc. Everyone else sees it. There's one dumb bitch with a long fucking comment. Everyone else sees it. Only man not bought off, and the only one who can and will stop the madness is Trump. He says the fire was started on purpose. Don't give up your land. Joe Biden had a hand in this. Changed my mind. Remember, the plan is you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. That's the plan. Resist. Planned. I honestly believe the fire was started intentionally to drive out the people who refused to sail. But yeah, everyone else gets it. There's one dumb fucking bitch right here with the little emoji. But you can say no. Fucking dumb cunt. You get cunt punted like the fucking dog from what's his name? Anchorman. The locals are the ones losing their homes, and it is their own. I'll leave that there for myself for later. Hold on. I read that other message. Also, there is only one highway that encircles the entire island, and the offshoot roads that go into the neighborhoods, with a volcano mountain in the middle of the island. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, fuck the roadblocks. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the roadblocks. You're on an island. Take the fucking power back. Do what you gotta do. Make it happen. You know? Like, what the fuck? If you're smart, and you're one of those officers on patrol and they're like, hey bro, this is what's about to happen. Why don't you just take the day off? You can either take the day off or you can, you can roll the dice and see what happens. Most people will probably take the day off. You might go get backup, but what you gonna do? Now you can, at least everyone can start getting stuff in there. And then if you put the word out, everyone there, hey, everyone put on social media that to come now that it's open, etc. Then even if they do come with backup, you're gonna have a gang of people there. It's gonna be a fucking riot if they don't just let people keep going through with their stuff. If they try to stop people, they're gonna be like, no, fuck you, fuck off, bye. No, I'm sorry. There's a line of cars. You can't just cut in, officer. You have to go to the back of the line. Like, dude, they don't have to actually really do much. but these guys, they burn down people's homes. They burn down the homes of indigenous locals because they want their fucking land. They created they created a massive wildfire and just burned all their shit. Imagine if someone did that the other way. Imagine if someone just started a huge fucking fire at the headquarters of some of these huge companies. You know, what the fuck would that be like? What would the reaction to that be? Massive investigation. It would be like, oh my God, it's just a natural disaster. A skyscraper just went up. Nah. Lahaina Front Street is worth billions in property value. The mansions belong to Hollywood folks. Are all just fine. The mansions belonging to Hollywood folks are all just fine. Yeah. No, yeah, that's exactly what Twitter guy was saying over here.
Due to fire, flood, monster emergency services.
That's what this guy was
But
saying.
I need you guys to hear me out.
It was Oprah's. He's not. We're not giving up Oprah's fucking view. You know.
I've been on Maui
because he's talking about the geography of everything. He's like, nah, just because of fucking Oprah and these people want us gone, go fuck yourself. You know, they want it to be like a golf course or some shit. They don't want it to be a whole neighborhood. Oh, what's up, buddy?
What? Give them, crazy, other things, but it caused fires.
What's up, Zoro?
It caused fires, and not only on Maui,
up,
but it caused fires
in the
most precious parts of real estate in Maui. Lahaina Front Street is worth billions. The Hawaiians that have been holding out and the Kanaka have been holding out for years, not wanting to sell their property in Lahaina due to
Sorry.
big $1 million.
Zoro woke up.
A coincidence. I don't believe.
Give it time, Kai. Give it 25 years.
Lahaina, and Kihei.
Well, that's the thing. You don't wait. Like, it's happening. That's an attack. That is an attack. They burned down all these people's homes. Any local who follows orders at that point, you explain, like, look, bro, like, this is what's happening. This is clearly, like, people are trying to move in on our shit. Any local that what's it called? Any local that still follows orders is gonna have issues. Ultimately, like everything should fall together. People should realize it's an attack and go, no, you don't put up with this shit, because it's gonna take 25 years to build that area back up. So no, you don't wait. It was an attack. You go, you don't, the gloves are off at that point. Okay, hold on. What's this one?
But it caused fires. It caused fires on Maui.
Wait, hold on.
It caused fires in the most precious parts of real estate in Maui. Lahaina Front Street is worth billions. The Hawaiians that have been holding out and the Kanaka have been holding out for years, not wanting to sell their property in Lahaina due to these big $1 million companies. It is not a coincidence. I don't believe how in the most precious parts of Maui, Kula, Lahaina, and
Laser disposable money and control are all they care about. Yeah.
The locals that are standing strong and do not.
How's it going, Babbage Brassworks?
Fucking.
What the fuck? Why does it keep doing that? Either way, I need to bring this over here. This is it's called. This is the clip that DJ Lewis shared. Is there no sound? There's sound. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, damn. Where is this from? It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We thought we were late to the party.
So that's. It looks like a straight up battle. It looks like a straight up battle. That's crazy, and it moves around too. It's like boom, 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 boom. I can't tell where the fuck it's coming from. It's what's it called? It looks like it could be coming from cloaked ships or like high in the sky. Otherwise, what the fuck are they doing? What are they shooting at the fucking streets for? Sadly, those are peaceful people. The attack was on purpose. That have no concept of fighting back. Oh yeah, they do. What are you talking about? Hawaiians know how to fight. Hawaiians are fighters. They're peaceful, but they're also fighters. Kai, hey, Manta Ray. Kai, I'm not talking about waiting. I mean, it will take that long for people, like, for people, not people like us. I mean, normal people to get, despite enough to fight back. Desperate enough to fight back? Yep, lots of green tree vids from California, Paradise Valley, etc. There is a vid where military admit there are DEWs. I'd like to see that video. Monkey Works and others have image of beams captured on satellite images. What, beams like shooting at in Maui or elsewhere? Because I was just trying to point out the plot that that the Maui wildfire was burned on purpose to take the land away from the locals that own it and refuse to sell. So that's all I was coming from. But then you guys are coming at me with direct energy weapons. Every man is a coward. Only at the point where he is about to die will be one roll over and die, or two fight and stay alive. 2020 showed us anything. It was that. That's true. A lot of people rolled over. Maui is latest target. Okay, so, but if that's the case, though, it still would have needed, because, okay, you're showing clips of like of the trees being green, but only the direct energy part being burned. But you're also saying that it was used to start a wildfire. Those are not compatible things, because that, unless the forest was primed in such a way that the energy weapon would ignite a fire that spreads, but they'd have to like just go zzz, they'd have to fucking burn everything, because apparently that can burn exactly and only where it intends to. So because are those the California shots, the green trees and shit? Let me see, where is it? Look at this. Like, look at all that stuff. We've seen that stuff. This shit's crazy, though. Now he's latest target. This play, I think it's in the video, the clip of the mill admitting. Oh, okay. Iranians a few years ago was making bets where the next strange fire from heaven would start.
Directed energy weapons, also known as DEWs, are weapons that deploy a highly focused energy beam, including lasers, microwaves, and particle beams. After decades of research in the United States, defense contractors announced back in 2015 that these systems are expected to come online by 2020, and are currently announcing that they are ready to deploy in the field. Russia, China, India, and the UK are developing directed energy weapons as well.
So Russia, China, India, and the UK are developing them also. Fuck, I'm out of water. The MSM is calling it a wildfire. The people are saying attack. Yeah, it was an attack. Because even if it's arson, just regular ass arson, it's an attack. But they're saying, oh, it was a wildfire, because they're trying to cover up the illegalness of it and what's actually happening. Well, that's some Hawaiians had to fight in a warlike fashion. They will need to help fight. Well, you know there's gangs and shit over there, right? Like, there's fighters, they've got like there's the whole like, and there's a lot of Hawaiians in military and in mixed martial arts and stuff. Like, there's some rough and tumble, there's rough and tumble areas wherever you go. It's not like an entire people is always peaceful. There's always areas, except maybe Canada. Yeah, I don't know. There's always somewhere that's like kind of shitty and people fight. And Hawaiians don't take their like Latinos, they got that energy where like, nah, man, we ain't gonna take that shit. You ever seen Hawaiians like mob up and stand up for each other and protect each other and stuff? You never seen that? They do it. And so that's like, they're like, hey, no, you don't mess with my brothers like that. And fuck, I need water. Hold on. Hey, Fairview TV, how's it going? It's like ants under a magnifying glass. Yeah. Hold on, though. I need a drink. What am I going to play to keep you guys company? Well, I get that. Here, how about this one?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Ready? See me, Kalatage, era, fuck! No! Oh my god! 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 Pardon, if you're here, take a picture with me. I feel him. I literally have my hand.
David, do you hear me?
I have my hand on him.
David, do you hear me?
Holy god! Pardon, take a picture. Take a picture. Go, girl. I'm smiling. I'm sorry. Got it. You got it. Let me see. Oh my god! 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 The papers are moving! Oh my god!
My favorite was the picture when he shows him. He says, "Show me the picture," and he turns it around, and then like the camera kind of pans back, and you see him next to him going, like freaking the fuck out. Oh. Forest fires do not get hot enough to melt glass and stones. What's up? Oh, you're gonna go snuggle with your sister? Okay. Gave these little ones a shower today. One was super chill this time. Never been chill before. The other one was freaking the fuck out. So next time, I'm gonna shower the chill one first with the other one watching, so they can see the one being chill. Back to the government attacking its own citizens. Forest fires do not get hot enough to melt glass and stones. I mean, I've seen some. Yeah, I guess they don't melt the glass and or stones, but like, they'll char that fucking car out. And if that windshield falls and breaks, something falls and breaks on it, I don't know. Yeah, it won't melt. Why was there melted glass at the fucking Hawaii thing at the Maui fire? Ghost was posting that the Chinese were talking about how good their laser weapons are. By Ghost, I mean Ghost Politics on YouTube. I have not heard of it. When was the last time Hawaiians had to fight in a war? New aircraft carriers have extra. Oh yeah, actually, Arlene, to point out that there are a lot of Hawaiians and Samoans and stuff in the military. Samoans and shit. There's another country that's a good shout out. Guam, Samoa, and Guam. There's a lot of U.S. military veterans and active military. So, like, just because the culture is peaceful, it doesn't mean that there aren't a bunch of bad motherfuckers walking around. This big guy with the pot belly might have been Green Beret, but now he's eating pork and drinking every day. You know what you gonna do? He'll still fuck you up. New aircraft carriers have extra nuke reactor power for self-defense laser, etc. New laser defense ships been tested for years. New aircraft carriers have extra nuclear reactors. That's funny. An extra reactor for the weapon. It's just like a fucking video game. Not enough power. You need another power source for a laser weapon. Not enough pylons. Rumor: lasers cannot stop hypersonic missiles. Really? How is that? They can't keep up with them or something? Or is it being hypersonic that like deadens the impact even if you get a straight on hit? Balls. Oh, did you lose? Did you want some balls? You want some balls? Oh yeah, give the lady what she asked for. That's my doll right there. Hey, DJ Lewis. Hope you've had a good weekend. With all this going on at once, this is it. Maybe they're finally about to drop the hammer down. That poor kid. We had fires in Australia. No toilet bowls or basins survived the fires. Yet normal house fires in Australia, bowls are easy to see in the ashes. Huh. Interesting. That is a good thing to take note of. That is a good thing to take note of. Okay, did it melt shit that doesn't normally melt in a regular fire? Yes. Well then, that wasn't a regular fire. And even if people don't believe in the direct energy weapons, you go, you can, if you don't come from that approach initially, you can be like, okay, so either they use some kind of a chemical accelerant that made it hotter, or they hit it with like a super freaking laser, right? Like those are the two options pretty much. Well, yeah, pretty much. All right. Well, they didn't find any chemical accelerants. That's weird. I guess it was a laser. There you go. Come at it from the logic point and get them to get normal people to come around to the laser weapon. Granite bench tops melted. Damn, that's crazy. So they saw it then. They were like, they saw the. That's crazy. And anyone who what's it called? Anyone who videotaped it was probably in the fire. You know what I mean? Or the resulting fire. That's crazy. I know there is. I know they're no fond of white people. Hey, Kai and Critters in chat. How you doing, Laszlo Panoflex? G'day, Laszlo. Hypersonic have great heat resistance and are fast, hard to track. That makes sense. Yeah, heat resistance. That's what I was thinking. Was like maybe being hypersonic gives it like an air shield, or that, you know, nullifies that laser weapon. Chinese gas meters blamed. Let's watch more.
And Iran has had.
Iran achieves laser weapon systems deflection technology. That's different. That's different. That's a laser deflection. That's like with a cat laser, you know? You do it to a missile. You just go, pew, go that way.
Had them in use since at least 2013. In 2019, Turkey was the first to
look at the fucking Batmobile over here.
Officially deploy this technology in combat when they claimed to have shot down a Chinese-made drone supplied to the Libyan National Army. On September 16th, Defense Secretary Mark Esper announced that China and Russia have already weaponized satellites with directed energy weapons.
Meanwhile, in space, Moscow and Beijing have turned a once peaceful arena into a warfighting domain. They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage.
Okay, so like this guy's saying this shit. He's like, these motherfuckers are weaponizing space. They put direct energy weapons on satellites. What a bunch of assholes. We're falling behind. Meanwhile, they're like, hey, Dick, you've been doing that shit for years. Yeah, but you dumb bitches went and fucking bragged about it. So
They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage.
And for the past few years, satellites, army, weapons.
Meanwhile, in space, Moscow and Beijing have turned a once peaceful arena into a warfighting domain. They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage.
Yeah, straight up, he says direct energy weapons. I have theory Chinese-made bathroom ceramics and drywall are made from thermite. You should test it, Babbage. Lots of theories, but one thing is still obvious. We are being lied to.
And for the past few years, many have wondered if these advanced weapon systems have anything to do with the unprecedented fires we have seen in the past few years. Laser-based weapons are able to destroy the target with external heat, and microwave weapons are designed to penetrate the target through external antennas and sensors and ignite the internal electronics, destroying them from the inside out.
Yo, what if they got a hypersonic counter weapon, counter missile that that pulls up to their missile and uses weapons like that, like uses the microwave thing or whatever, disarms them up close. If they're hard to track up far, then get closer to it. It'll be easier to track when you're moving at a closer relative speed. I don't know. That might be a lot of work. If Russia has direct energy weapons, then Ukraine tanks are toast. I suspect those who control these things are not government, but dark guys. Well, then that means they would have different level of priority. MC Wolfenhagen, dude, your name kicks ass. That theory does not seem too far-fetched, as the walls of my home are absolutely riddled with pockets of tannerite. Sorry. Pockets of tannerite. Tannerite. Reactive rifle targets. What? Oh, that's a brand. Tannerite is a brand of binary explosive targets. Crazy. Cool. Something to watch while I do my pre-workout. Bad. Hi, all. How's it going, Runs with Phantoms? What up, fools? I said bad, but that means dab. Oh, okay. Nice. Are you going to dab out? Are you going to take a dab, Runs with Phantoms? You know what? We're right about at the hour mark. If we're going to watch more of this and then go through articles, I think let's take a little break. Anyone needs to use the restroom, take a dab, smoke a bowl, prep your stuff right now, because in a minute I'm gonna do some tennis balls. It's happening.
This could explain how thousands of homes have rapidly burned into their own footprint, while the trees surrounding them survive. And it could explain the several cars we have seen utterly destroyed, with temperatures hot enough to liquefy glass and metal. Michael Janich, host of the YouTube Dutch Sense channel, has been researching the Earth's seismic activity for the past 10 years. During the past few weeks, he has discovered satellite imagery that show an equal distance spread of fires, all starting within the same 4 hours.
4 hours? We've got ourselves an equal distance spread of fires here, 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 and here. So what could cause an equal distance spread of fires? Well, only two things, Mother Nature or man, right?
1 minute. There we go. It's go time. See y'all soon. And to those who just showed up, you're here just in time. Welcome.
Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Tennis ball throw it against the wall. Helps me forget about my cancer.
Play that clip I sent you, homie. That one and a couple others I need to clip and add here. I think I want to create a mashup. I think I wanna put together, if it's the one I'm thinking of. Well, I've gotten I've gotten a couple clips recently, and I was like, I want to fucking do something with that one. One of them matches up pretty well with the tennis balls clip. I just remember no toilet bowls in 9/11 wreckage. Maybe they pumped tannerite into the plumbing. Hey, Arlene. Airplanes do not fly at a high enough velocity to trigger tannerite. What the fuck? What the fuck is this that he's using to look like this is satellite imagery, but like where the fuck from? I don't know if the dude that posted it on Twitter is cool yet with free usage of it. Lauder Monkey. Free usage of what? What are you talking about, Willis? I need to see which clip you're talking about, man. But I'll remember to ask you about. Oh, the one with the bat. Yeah, I don't think that's not his clip, bro. That's not his clip. It's just his post that you shared with me. Send his clip. I think I bought LSD off that dude a while back. I'm wrong. He reused it for me. Yeah, man. Oh, this is an InfoWars thing. That's a satellite. I mean, that's an observatory. The laser was going up. Hold on. I missed that one. It seems kind of weird that they turned and locked on the tower right before. Look, watch it centers it in frame just before it happens. Is this super slow motion? Is they seriously slow motion the slow motion? Oh my god, this is so fucking slow. Hey, we got new people in the chat. How's it going, y'all? Oh, son of a bitch, it is muted. Well, right now there's no sound anyway. Let me double back. Let me double back to show you guys the sound version. Wait. Oh, I'm muted. Son of a bitch.
Public admission.
It being here it is now.
To accept
Right.
Oh
all
my
star
god. The
activity
whole thing,
for the
huh?
past 10 years. During the past few weeks,
Fuck a duck.
he has discovered satellite imagery that show an equal distance spread of fires, all starting within the same 4
Man, the
hours.
myth, the
4
legend.
hours.
Kai, saludos, compa.
We've got
Hey,
ourselves an
Silos.
equal distance
How you
spread
doing,
of fires.
man?
Here,
Good to see
here,
you. Where'd you
here,
come from?
here, and here.
Shit, that's a treb.
So, what could cause an equal distance spread of fires? Well, only two
audio.
things: Mother
Sorry, it
Nature
was
or man,
muted.
right? There's no storm in the area. You can't blame a storm. So, what could cause equal distance spaced fires to spread out across? What do you think that is? 1/3 of Idaho?
And he also discovered what looks to be a beam of light that can be seen in the infrared spectrum, like a microwave. On September 8th, a beam of light can be seen directed to the Dolan Fire of California. The beam appears to excite the heat signature of the fire as it is held on target for over 2 hours.
Right before dawn, watch that. This is yesterday, going into this morning.
I just got home, went to photo shoot, beach, cliffs, Palos Verdes, California. Then I went to the gym. Nice. I'm actually going to be in California this weekend.
This is in California, the beam coming from space up above Oregon, or somewhere in between this and Oregon. And as it's going through, see how it excites? As the beam is spreading, look how it excites. It's no doubt about it. And the beam spreads first. Look, beam spreads first. It goes from a tiny little tight beam to a wide beam. Then the fire spreads to a wide fire.
The next day, a beam of light is seen directed at and exciting the heat signature of the Holiday Farm.
Okay, so that's so it is satellite. It is satellite imagery. There's such a long break. You're no longer living in Cali? Nah, man. I moved out here last year, back in May. I'm in Vegas now. So like oh, that's right. I'm in Vegas now. So my background matches my actual real life setting. That's fucking funny. My man doesn't know what a Treb Black Manta is. Oh, TR3B. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I know what they are. I just haven't seen one. This beam spread is exciting. Treb. Speaking of gym, I gotta go lift before my dad demotivates me instead of amps me. Do it. Put me in your headphones. I mean, unless you're lifting heavy weight, I'll make you laugh, and then you'll be fucked.
Fire in Oregon for over an hour.
Here it is now, and it's two of them, and it's only going to one fire, a different fire, and it's moving. Okay, it's moving. There's clouds going through it, which rules out it being an artifact. The clouds are passing through and interfering with the beam.
Meanwhile, in space, Moscow and Beijing have turned a once peaceful arena into a warfighting domain. They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage.
Sorry, Paradise Fire satellite images of almost sun of explosion going vertical 1 mile at the start of that fire in California. Was it 10 years ago? What are you talking about, Elroy? Can you say that again, but better? So Paradise Fire, approximately 10 years ago, got that part. What was the rest of that in the middle there? Satellite images of almost sun of explosion going vertical 1 mile. at the start of that fire. What is? Can you clarify, please? I go hard. Heavy is relative. That's good. That's good. What gets me amped is a line of cocaine and some gay prawns. Oh, you would like the opening clip for tonight's show. If you rewind it to the very beginning and watch the opening clip, it's pretty funny. I pump with that shit. You'll be about it.
The timing of this public admission is interesting. These weapons of the future are now officially being deployed. Are we currently being attacked with directed energy weapons? And if so, by who? For Infowars.com, this is Greg Reese.
Buddy, I don't rewind. Sound like explosion. I fast forward only. Hold on, I got something there. Just gotta find it. It's way up here.
That does not make sense. Why would a Wookiee, an 8-foot-tall Wookiee, want to live on Endor with a bunch of 2-foot-tall Ewoks? That does not make sense.
By the way, does anyone have any birthdays this week? Anyone got any birthdays? Let me know when you got a birthday, because I've got a clip for you. I want to make sure we all wish you a happy birthday. Anyway. Sun-like explosion. Oh, okay. Satellite images of an almost sun-like explosion going vertical 1 mile at the start of that fire in California. No shit. That's crazy. Wait, what? How? So a sunlight explosion going vertical 1 mile. I mean, like, are you trying to say from a mile high, there was a beam of energy shooting down on the source of it, or the explosion actually caused a huge thing? Okay, thanks for the clarification there, Fairview TV. Yeah, my mom's birthday is this week. Yeah, but your mom's not watching the fucking show, is she? Runs with Phantoms. Happy birthday to your mom. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen while working out instead of my usual playlist, which you can find on my channel. Am I talking about my lifting enough? That's fine. You can talk about it. I haven't done it in a while. My exercise area isn't even set up. Oh yeah, I was saying with this one that I find it strange that the shot is centered on the tower just before the thing goes off. But there was no reason for it. There was no audio cue that prompted it. See? Watch. Watch this. It drifts off to the right, centers left. It's like it's showing you the path that it's going to take. So your eyes are expecting that. I know it's weird. That's the thing that's weird to me. Is that it is that essentially. I lift on a nightly basis. Them 24-ounce cans get heavy after a while. And then they went in super slow motion. Anyway. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? China. China.
雷电那样的都找我了，这是。谁找着的？哎呦我路上了。
What? Okay, hold on. What the fuck is this? Because it looks like a fucking Charizard breathing fire. Yeah, it goes boom, beam, and then it's like the beam fades off like fucking what are those called? A lava lamp. Look at that. That's crazy. It's like it has that kind of lava lamp plasma kind of feel to it. It's solid and then it like dissipates. That's a little crazy. But it, yeah. Hold on, like damn it. Can I frame by frame? No. Where's the origin of that? Is it just in the sky? Is it like being shot from somewhere else? And they just focus the energy from a point and then aim it in a direction and it just goes boom. Because there's nothing there. There's nothing flying there. Is it the top of a building? I think it's from the top of a building. Okay. So it's from the top of a building. They're just like. That's crazy. Government develops direct energy weapons. It is peacetime. Government uses direct energy weapons on its own citizens. Chinese building hit by lightning. That guy sounded like he just shot out a hard-earned constipation. Dutch since forgot his name. He found lots of earthquakes exactly 10 kilometers down too. Yeah, and what's funny is I played that video of a direct energy weapon previously. I played that. It was like it was hitting a palm tree. Oh. Okay, well, that's a bad time to read that. Hold on. Behold the power of my people, space lasers. Of it is China, our leaders are already so deep in the pickles, won't find out till it's too late. They are deep in their pickles. What we don't see is kaiju lurking behind the building. Fuck, I need more water again already. Okay, we'll start here so I remember where I'm at. And then, this should be enough time.
Category is people who annoy you. Niggers! Huh?
Oh, naggers, of course. Naggers. Right.
Can we cut to,
Almost enough time. All right, there we are. Nor the Jaeger marching in to engage the glorious combat. Real estate wars is never peaceful. Yeah, it's just big business like slumlord Larry Silverstein when he took down the towers because they were empty and he couldn't pay his bill. In my opinion, the DEW was intended for citizens from the moment of conception. Oh, in my opinion, direct energy weapons intended for citizens. Oh yeah, I mean, it's for them to do whatever they want. It's a secret like weapon that they can do whatever the fuck they want. Somebody will build lightsabers so we can deflect the directed energy weapons. The direct energy weapons was Star Wars offshoot that went dark. Too useful and deniable. Fucking. Oh, I see.
Wow.
Okay, let's see what's next.
哎呦我操！哎呦我操！哎呦我操！哎呦我操！
Damn.
哎呦我操！哎呦我操！
Yeah, it is from the
哎
top
呦我
of the
操！哎呦我
building.
操！
From right here, huh?
哎呦我操！
Oh no.
哎呦我操！爆花了，这啥情况啊？
The other towers.
哎呦我操！哎呦我操！哎呦我操！哎呦我操！
That's crazy, dude. Try using it to melt protesters. See, that's the kind of shit that makes it.
What操咋了是啊？
看，我又入牢了。
Y se vivió. Ana, tú estabas aquí. Al aire, estábamos a las 8 de la noche con 47 minutos y 47 segundos. Es exactamente el momento
Not sure this is a direct energy weapon, but
en
I
el
think
que
so.
el servicio.
The atmosphere has huge charge. Tesla knew this. If particle beam comes down from space, the atmosphere charge will follow the beam path, hence weird lightning contours, but no zigzaggy path. That makes sense.
Sismológico Nacional está dando como la hora de inicio de este sismo que ya decías, Ana Paula, preliminar 6.9 con localización a 14 kilómetros al sureste de Acapulco Guerrero, que fue el primer sensor, digamos, que captó este movimiento telúrico ahí en las costas del Océano Pacífico, en las costas del estado de Guerrero. Y esta es pues la imagen del momento aquí en las antenas de Televisa.
So today I want to talk about the fires in Hawaii and the fires in Paradise Valley, California. Now my heart goes out to anybody who's lost family or if their house has been destroyed because of this. This was a direct energy weapon assault.
Okay, I see why you're what's it called? I see where you're coming from, DJ Lewis. But let's see.
On the people. And I say that because my friend in Hawaii, which I'm going to show this picture here, showed a laser beam coming out of the sky directly targeting the city. This is really important to be aware of because when we look back at Paradise Valley, when they had their fire, we see a lot of similarities, such as the trees still standing, which is very interesting for a fire. Now, with this whole entire thing, the mainstream media is going to say that this is climate change and that we need to do better. But what's not going to be talked about is the weather modification projects which take place in the United States every single day, spraying aluminum and barium and strontium up into the sky, which, if you think about it, aluminum is a very, very flammable material, which could result in something like this or something like this.
Essentially saying they coated the area with really flammable stuff that then once they, so like I was saying, they would need some kind of accelerant. that they could then light ablaze with the laser. So, okay. Oh, the lady was talking about the time and what they were looking at and stuff. Nothing crazy. Oh, Paradise Fire. I don't remember. What was the Paradise Fire? There was satellite video evidence of a rapid explosion 1 mile high at the start of Paradise Fire. Drawing of Tesla beam weapon, like big electron gun that makes own vacuum. I have one last question for tonight. Did you watch the Lloyd Pye video I told you about? And if so, what were your thoughts on it? Oh yeah, I'm that's one of the videos I'm like partway through on. I'm like 60% of the way through that video. I don't remember how I got off track on that, but I've got YouTube videos in different fucking windows right now. I need to get organized. But so far I was loving it. I'll have to give you more complete thoughts later. Drawing on thanks for the reminder, by the way. Paradise Fire. But let me double check if she said anything important. 1312.
Y se vivió. Ana, tú estabas aquí. Al aire, estábamos a las 8 de la noche con 47 minutos y 47 segundos. Es exactamente el momento en el que el Servicio Sismológico Nacional está dando como la hora de inicio de este sismo, que ya decías, Ana Paula, y 47 segundos es exactamente el momento en el que el Servicio Sismológico Nacional está dando como la hora de inicio de este sismo, que ya decías, Ana Paula, preliminar 6.9, con localización a 14 kilómetros al sureste de Acapulco, Guerrero, que fue el primer sensor, digamos, que captó este movimiento telúrico ahí en las costas del Océano Pacífico, en las costas del estado de Guerrero. Y esta es pues la imagen del momento aquí en las antenas de Televisa.
So today I want
aquí en las antenas de Televisa.
What was this one? No one really wants to admit this is an attack and this is normal or natural. The reason why our climate change is changing is because
aquí en las antenas de Televisa
is because it's being manipulated. Oh, I see. I think it's because of the pole shift, personally. That blue looks electric. How's it going, Peter? Or drones and flamethrowers? Yeah. Paradise is where the people were burned alive in their cars trying to get away. When was it? Could be a bunch of pyros with matches cheaper than putting sat into orbit. Here's the thing: if you don't find semen anywhere nearby, no one was jerking off to that fire. That means it wasn't an arsonist. Or it wasn't a pyro. Sorry. It wasn't a pyro. It could still be an arsonist. It wasn't a pyro. Man, ranting monkey, Adonis Paul, hard bastard, and you are all streaming right now. Man, rant monkey, Adonis Paul, hard bastard, and you are all streaming right now. Well, I'm doing this shit every week at the same time. I don't know what they're up to. But obviously they saw my show and were like, yo, I need that sunshine. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it for myself. And Paradise Fire. Okay, hold on. Journal of Flamethrowers, the Blue Electric. We drive through bushfires in Australia. Keep moving and you are safe, not Paradise Valley. Cool, thank you. All right. That's crazy. This is all Maui right here. Paradise was Trump in office because he went there. Okay. Dang. You didn't just go there. Which part?
Poor little guys. All burnt up to a crisp. Things fucking gone.
Wildfires are burning dangerously close to homes. Officials say strong winds from Hurricane Dora are fueling these fires that have burned multiple structures in Maui. Also on the Big Island, evacuations are ongoing right now. And the Coast Guard says a dozen people were rescued after they jumped into the ocean to escape the flames. Is this unprecedented in the history of Hawaii?
It is unprecedented.
Because it doesn't happen naturally, is
When
why.
we deal with hurricane.
Fire was found to be a fire starter. Lots of ways to make fires, and I think they use them all.
And disaster.
That has happened once, I think, for sure, that I know of. But yeah, there's some people that start fires. They would start fires just so they could put them out. That would happen a lot more when fire stations were like privately owned. That's crazy.
It's energy, direct energy weapon. They can do this anywhere on the earth.
Dude, that's insane.
Direct energy weapons.
What the fuck, dude? Somebody's down right there. Somebody's down. Just go there. We cannot do nothing for her. Oh my god, bro. Just go. Oh, we cannot do nothing.
We can't do nothing for her. You can fucking drag her ass into the car. What? Wow. Wow. Wow, bro. We can't do nothing for her. Pull her ass into the car real quick. He said something about Mexican. Okay. That was nuts. That was fucking crazy. Please play for Maui. Please pray for Maui. Please tell me what is so special about Maui. We're talking about it. It's like it was at a minimum arson, at a maximum a direct energy weapon attack from our own government on its people. So where is our prayer? My well-known fire hazard, not right. Cars on beach, side roads don't burn. Yeah, dude. That's BS. That's BS. They wouldn't. It wouldn't reach all the way to the beach like that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. That seems ridiculous. That was like, your wildfires don't melt fucking rock and stuff. Anyway, Maui is surrounded by a thing called ocean, which is made out of water. Get some fucking helis, suck that shit up and spit it out. Hawaiian Island have lots of flammable gum trees, but not on the beaches. I have been on those streets. We ate the restaurant that was there. Hold on. McWolfenhagen, if you really feel that way, then you should be even more intrigued by the fire, because that means that despite their ability to easily fight a fire, this shit got away from them anyway. And we're saying it's not a natural fire because they don't have fires like that over there. Everything's too wet for there to be fires like that. And so they're not equipped for fighting fires like that. You know what I mean? Hawaiian, it's like places that don't get earthquakes. When they have an earthquake, they're like, wow, why is everything broken? Hawaiian Island have lots of flammable gum trees. Let me see. I have been on those streets. We ate the restaurant that was there. It was one of those Bubba Gump's restaurants. Had a bench out front with a likeness of Tom Hanks as Forrest sitting on the bench. Ha! That's funny. Okay. Let's hit the MrBeast story, and then we can hit whatever the fuck else we want after that. Let's do that. That is what they said about the PNW fires when it was really bad, and that is just a poor ass excuse. All right, let's do the thing. MrBeast is being sued by the company that makes his burgers for more than $100 million. This is on the 8th. I think there's been developed since then. YouTube superstar Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast, has been sued by the partner. Why you gotta throw out his name like that? Like, just call him MrBeast. Sued by a partner in his burger business, with the company claiming his bullying and wanton conduct has left a bad taste in its mouth. YouTube superstar Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast, has been sued by the partner in his burger business, with the company claiming his bullying and wanton conduct has left a bad taste in his mouth and caused some $100 million in damages. With 17.3 million subscribers to his flagship MrBeast channel, Donaldson is the most followed creator on YouTube, as well as finding success with videos of himself counting to 100,000 and tipping a delivery driver with a house. Donaldson has established himself as a philanthropist and entrepreneur in the food industry. However, a core ingredient of the 25-year-old YouTube star's food business has soured. Virtual Dining Concepts, the company with which Donaldson joined forces. Virtual Dining Concepts. That sounds both cutting edge and generic all at once. That is what they said. Let me see. They were too busy saving the MC mansions instead of the neighborhoods where the nobodies are. That makes sense. They had PNW fires that stopped at Canadian border. They just recently had Canada fires that stopped at U.S. borders. What's PNW? PNW. Purdue University. Pacific Northwest. Gotcha. They had Pacific Northwest fires that stopped at the Canada border. They just recently had Canada fires that stopped at U.S. borders. Not actual dining concepts. So what you're saying is wildfires respect country boundaries better than Mexicans? The actual dining concepts. So the company with Donaldson joined forces. a week after he took legal action against the firm for allegedly making his namesake food disgusting. In a lawsuit filed to the Supreme Court of the state of New York, VDC said Donaldson and his firm Beast Investments must be held accountable for his contractual breaches and other misconduct. This wanton conduct allegedly included publicly undermining the brand, denying VDC access to jointly owned social media accounts, making untruthful statements, and interfering with VDC's prospective business advantages. Forced transfer. The company also accused Donaldson and his team of trying to pressure VDC into transferring him part of its interest in MrBeast Burger and threatening to terminate their agreement if the company didn't agree to his demands. Donaldson bullied plaintiffs on social media and threatened to terminate the parties' agreements, and plaintiffs did not accede to his demands. In doing so, he fabricated a number of purported breaches of the parties' agreements, each of which was demonstrably false, VDC alleged. For example, Donaldson lashed onto various complaints about the burgers themselves as a breach of contract. It was not. There were some complaints about the burgers, and as is customary for any burger restaurant, but those were relatively few in number compared to the overall number of burgers sold. I think the good reviews outweigh the bad ones, not how many you sell, because people could sell the burger, not leave a review, and also never get it again and be like, fuck this. If you go, we sold like 1 million burgers. He's got 17 million subscribers. You know, it may seem like a lot, or even if it was 5 million. 5 million of his 17 million subscribers went and bought a burger for meme's sake. And how many of them went, yo, I'm going to get me another MrBeast burger? So I don't think that's a good metric. Legal documents seen by Fortune, social media posts, Johnson publicly blamed partnership as a shit deal. The harsh lesson has been terrible for my brand. You know, 70% of the 2 million orders that had been placed via DoorDash and Uber Eats had resulted in 5-star reviews. 70%, that's pretty good. In a statement, it's pretty low, though, for a burger, I'd say. Like, how is it? In a statement on Monday, VDC's lawyer said the company's case was about a social media celebrity who believed his fame means that his word does not matter and that he can renege on his contractual obligations without consequence. He is mistaken, they said. VDC's legal team also accused Donaldson of materially damaging the reputation of the company and MrBeast Burger, turning away customers and shattering hard-won relationships with vendors and suppliers. He is damaging the bottom line of hundreds of restaurants across the country and around the world, causing damage to VDC that, according to VDC's evidence and Mr. Donaldson's own estimations, are in the 9-figure range. The company claims in the lawsuit that it is entitled to recover all these 9-figure losses plus punitive damages and interest. Representative for Donaldson's were not immediately available for comment when contacted by Fortune. Ghost Restaurant. Donaldson and VDC launched MrBeast Burger in 2020 as a ghost restaurant, a delivery-only service where menu items are prepared in the kitchens of partnered restaurants. After an initial launch in the U.S., the business was expanded to additional international markets. Okay, that is an interesting concept. By July 2021, Donaldson was announcing on Twitter that he had made 100 million revenue from U.S. business, burger brand launch, etc. A reported crowd of 10,000 fans showed up for the opening. It was later reported that social media star was eyeing 1.5 billion valuation. Did they mean evaluation for his business empire? Okay, so within 3 months of launching, MrBeast Burger partners had sold 1 million burgers. Okay, so my original estimate was a little more on point. 1 million. Yeah. My typing is slower than Kia's. If you mean me, Kai, I actually type really fucking fast. I need a surgery for a herniated disc and visited a doctor over the border. I woke up in a bathtub full of ice water with a stitched up incision over my kidney. You must be Rusty Venture. McDonald's burgers are disgusting? ? I'm sure they fixed that herniated disc through nods. I will say this, MrBeast once saved once gave Jessix like 10K on a stream. So it kind of gets a small pass from me. That's cool. Like a call center for food. Social media turns feral on anyone. Does indeed. Turns feral. McDonald's and burgers. Yeah, that would have been a good one. Customers started revolting. BDC hit back at the allegations labeling Donaldson's lawsuit meritless, accusing him of bullying. The complaint is riddled with false statements and inaccuracies. Thinly veiled attempt to distract from Mr. Donaldson and MrBeast investments. Breaches of agreements between the parties. BDC looks forward to being vindicated in court. In the meantime, it is business as usual for MrBeast Burger and BDC for serving many more happy customers. I'm curious about the MrBeast Burger. What's its deal? What's the deal with the MrBeast Burger? What's in the MrBeast Burger? Beast style. Ooh, Nashville's hot chicken tender sandwich. What? Wait, what? I'm confused. MrBeastBurger.com. Attention restaurant owners. Add MrBeast Burger to your existing restaurant kitchen. Offering separate concept run out of your kitchen. Available for delivery and pickup only via food delivery services. Huh. So you can like sign up to sell a MrBeast Burger. That's wild. Check it. This is the MrBeast Burger website. It doesn't look bad. None of them have lettuce or tomatoes or onion rings. This one has pickles. 2 patties. Okay, that's fine. French fries. Come on. Like, at least they look like good. I like those French fries. It looks like nothing special. That looks good. But this looks pretty basic, except for the beef style. That one looks pretty good, except for the fucking pickles. What's wrong with people putting pickles on shit? Chicken sandwich combo. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really look too crazy. I mean, I'd rather go to In-N-Out. I mean, I'd try it, but it just makes me think of In-N-Out. Because In-N-Out is fucking delicious. And they have lettuce and tomatoes on their shit. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let's move on to so that's what's going on with MrBeast. These guys are suing each other over this stuff, over the burgers, and I guess MrBeast expected better, but let's talk about Discord, because motherfucking Discord got hacked, bro. Discord.io confirms breach after hacker steals data of 760,000 users, bro. What the fuck? That's a shit ton. That means all of us probably. Watch that first link I sent you, the one with the young lady, didn't I? Oh, I forgot about this one. Oh my god. I completely forgot about this one. Okay, hold on. I'm going to circle back to Hawaii. The fires. Thank you for the reminder, DJ Lewis. Where were you earlier when I changed topics? You don't fix someone's back through their front. Grilled cheese, like I'm gonna fucking spend $15 for 2 pieces of bread and some melted cheese. I know, right? Pickles are an appetite suppressor. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Don't you dare talk falsely upon the pickle. Pickles are fucking whack. There's some whack ass bullshit. Fuck pickles. Fuck pickles. You know what I do when I see pickles? Yeah, take that, pickle. Musk suing CCDH, UK company verifying hate speech. Interesting time, 67 UK cops arrest hate speech drunk autistic girl who said to cop, "You look like my lesbian auntie." That's right, I heard about that. That's funny.
I have been trapped in Lahaina for the last 4 days. And I experienced firsthand what was going on there. What I went through is not important. I need to get this message out. This was not a natural disaster. This was a direct energy attack on the people and the place of Maui. If you know what lives there, what descendants live there, you know why. And you know why it happened on 8/8. And if this is not something that you believe, it's time to stop being a sheep.
I didn't even think about the date.
They came in and
So yeah, I didn't even think about the date of when it happened, because these kinds of things happen on they do their numbers, you know what I mean? They do their numbers.
they took control. There were trees standing and the buildings gone. This system, this weather system, came in from the mountains, from the east. That does not happen. They were not telling people anything. They were not letting people in to help. And they were letting people go in to get burned alive. There were people burning alive in the streets. There were people dead in the water. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of people that died. What they're telling you in the news is not true, and I lived it firsthand.
Fuck. Yeah, I've heard like 12 in the news. Or like 12 people died, or like not that many, but still they're like, oh, it's so sad, but not really all that many people. It ain't the Russians or Chinese. Well, maybe the Chinese real estate guys. Well, we saw the Chinese direct energy weapons. They're all red and shit. How about pickles? Curb your appetite. Fuck pickles.
I sat with the people. This is not to bring fear. This is to educate, because there is darkness that's being hidden. And soon people are going to see. I know now why Gaia sent me there. And I'm going to use this platform. There was no warning. There was no nothing. Please boost this post. I want everybody to see this. I don't give a fuck about me.
Hey, there you go. I can play the video.
I want everybody to see this. What they're telling you in the news is not what happened.
Okay. Thank you, DJ Lewis. I totally forgot about that. About this other video. But yeah, that's something that we're used to talking about here, about how oh, this is complete bullshit what they're telling us. 93 is the last count I heard. 93? Oh, okay. The last number I heard was not that much. Speaking of big numbers, 760,000. So they killed off a lot of descendants of like ancient people who, you know, probably even royalty and stuff. That's messed up, man. The Discord IO custom invite service has temporarily shut down after suffering data breach exposing the information. Switching back to Discord story. It's 760,000 members. Discord IO is not an official Discord site, but a third-party service allows server owners to create custom invites to their channels. The service is 14,000 members. A person known as Akira began offering the Discord IO database for sale on the new breached hacking forums. As proof of the theft, the threat actors shared 4 user records from the database. For those unfamiliar with the breached, rebirth of a popular cybercrime forum known for the sale of leaking data stolen breaches. So here's all the information that comes with each user. User ID, name, address, etc. Expiration date of their payment. Most sensitive information in the breach is a member's username, email address, billing address, small number of people, salted and hashtag and hash passwords, small number of people, and Discord ID. Information is not private and can be obtained by anyone sharing a server with you. Its inclusion in the breach does, however, mean that other people might be able to link your Discord account to give given email addresses. Discord has suffered a data breach. We are stopping all operations for the foreseeable future. Reads a message on the service's Discord server. For more information, please refer to our breach notification channel. I'm guessing breach notification channel. Be updating our website soon with a copy of this message. The website for Discord contains timeline, etc. So yeah, that's a shit ton. That's a lot of fucking users. Oh my god, my eyes are burning. I need to blink more. Ah. Oh my god. When you realize that your eyes are dry as fuck.
What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? What? You fucking cockfucker? What the fuck you think you're doing? Sneezing. Fucking filthy, dirty, fucking cockfucker.
Ooh-wee. Blaster video everywhere, please, Kai. This was pre-made. I ated red rum. Orange 3030 wants that island paradise for themselves and their evil deeds. Got sucked into DEW wildfires. Sucked into a dew fire. What? All right. So let's wind it down. Let's wind it down with a couple soft ones here. Bayonetta creator Hideki Kamiya wants us to drop the retro game label. Bayonetta Platinum. Nope, that's not gonna fly here, I guess. Platinum co-founder, Bayonetta director, and celebrated Twitter shouty man Hideki Kamiya would like the retro game level, the retro game label to go out of fashion. His argument is that calling something retro is inherently condescending. Each game has its own particular achievements and qualities that deserve to be understood in terms of more than just nostalgia cultivated by a novelty-driven industry. After all, Johnny 90s developer didn't badge it quaint, old school, and so on 30 years later, assuming you can still access the game at all. I don't like the word retro game. In a wide-ranging interview, also notable for some chunky insights on onomatopoeia in Japanese manga and its US adaptations. I'm obviously not a native English speaker, so it might be something I'm interpreting from a Japanese perspective, but hearing the word retro from a Japanese viewpoint suggests more of a fad brought back from the past era and reskinned for the current era. Whoops. So I prefer the term old games or classic games because they show more respect to those games of the past. I love games from all generations, and just because the game is retro doesn't mean it's retro, because it's the same game that existed years or decades ago. It still exists and it's still playable, and it's still an experience that's very unique in its own right. So there's really no need to refer to it as retro, because it still does have special memories and experiences that stay with you after all these years. Kamiya illustrated his criticism with reference to Platinum's own vertically scrolling shmup Sol Cresta, fifth in a series that dates back to the late 90s, which released as part of the studio's neoclassic arcade range and features an outlandish formation system. We didn't make Sol Cresta to imitate the games of the past and bring back nostalgia. It was more than that. We wanted to make a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up combined with our desire to introduce unique concepts in each of our games. I'm not wildly keen on the retro label either, though I think that I think it does some service in providing older titles with a commercial niche to shelter in. I think we defaulted to discussing retro games as though they were just steps along the way to whatever the present perfected form of that game happens to be, which will in turn get demoted to retro status in years to come. None of which is to disparage retro themed games, which are a genre rather than some kind of loose period classification, or the people who operate retro games websites and save these ancient titles for posterity. Elsewhere in the same chat, Kamiya went long on the JRPG label. Unlike Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI, which is absolutely certainly coming to PC at some stage, he doesn't consider it to be a discriminatory term that silos off Japanese developers from their peers in other markets, but a celebration of the specificity of Japanese art. I have a positive sentiment when it comes to the term JRPG. Indeed, I think it's something that we should be proud of. I agree with that, actually. That is how it's looked at and interpreted and stuff. Like it's a very specific style and richness to those games. Kamiya drew parallels with the creator of Bayonetta, which began development in 2007 and which he was keen to distinguish from action games developed overseas, specifically the bulkier ancient, or should that be retro, Grecian varieties. When you look at God of War, you have Kratos. He's muscly, he's huge, he's bald, he looks really kick-ass, basically. So we thought, okay, we have games like this which are becoming more popular globally. Could we create something similar from a Japanese standpoint? We discussed this internally, and the conclusion was that no, we obviously can't, because this is something that it's not unique to us as Japanese creators. So in order to make an action game that would stand out, we need to create something that expressed our unique sensitivities as Japanese creators. And Bayonetta was a result of that. When you look at Bayonetta as a character, she doesn't look strong like Kratos. She doesn't look like she could take on these massive demons, but she was very unique in the way that she created, and she was created in the way we view action game heroes from a unique Japanese viewpoint. It's perhaps worth adding that Bayonetta is also awash with celebratory nods to artworks of all ages, from games like Space Harrier to Swan Lake, Cowboy Bebop, Alex Kidd. It's a cross-section cultural influences. It doesn't allow itself to be governed by chronology. One thing all this leaves me wondering about is what the equivalent term for retro is in Japanese, and whether it means quite the same thing. If you have insights, I'd love to read them. In the meantime, here's a list of ZX Spectrum games that ought to be on Steam. So yeah, I agree with the way he looks at JRPGs and just kind of things in general here. That's not a bad way of looking at it. Let me see what we got. Blink, blink, blink. It's from looking at all these fires, Kai. Maui Pix looks sus. Courthouse burns down. Oh, look, burnt house pics with green grass and green trees next to them. Yeah, what the fuck? Sus that it burned or sus because it burned. The best way to be rid of everything sus that would have been there. That's why Building 7 was included in the tower's down day. All right, so last one. Mark Zuckerberg throwing in the towel on Elon Musk cage match. Yeah, that like I just figured it was another insurance thing. Like, okay, this one's pretty much empty. Let's just get everyone out and drop it. I'll include it in the insurance claim. Oh look, warnings, Maui, meaning going to be bad bushfire season for Australia, climate change, etc. Yeah, right. And then it sets up for other places to be like, oh, the climate change. Oh no. Mark Zuckerberg throwing in the towel on Elon Musk cage match. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced Sunday he was ending his quest for a cage match with fellow social media entrepreneur Elon Musk. In a post on his Threads site, Zuckerberg wrote, I think we can all agree Elon isn't serious and it's time to move on. I offered a real date. Dana White offered to make this a legit competition for charity. Elon won't confirm a date, then says he needs surgery and now has to do a practice round in my backyard instead. He added, if Elon ever gets serious about a real date and official event, he knows how to reach me. Otherwise, time to move on. I'm going to focus on competing with people who take the sport seriously. The move to end planning for the epic bout has been anticipated for some time. This battle of billionaires has been rumored for the Colosseum in Italy, among other locations, and its revenue would go to veterans organizations, Musk said. Despite the alleged eagerness of both contestants to wage war, the results are just a string of social media chatter. Yeah, so that's the Musk Zuckerberg thing. That one's done. Unless Elon, gets serious and comes back and is like, okay, yeah, I'm down. Let's set a date. How does this date work for you? That's where it needs to come from. How does this date work for you? By the way, is this runs with phantoms? Shit. You know what? I was gonna check my DMs. Runs with phantoms. Was it? Clearly, it wasn't Runs with Phantoms. I think that would have been over here on Twitter, huh? Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. See, this is the clip I was saying would match up well with, hey, Sanji. Would match up well with tennis balls. This is the clip I was talking about. I'm going to share it in a second. Oh, look, morning, Maui. Wait. Oh, look, warnings, Maui, going. Oh, gotcha. Oh, is that what they're actually saying, by the way? You don't just drop a building. It takes weeks to rig it properly. Lots of old hippies moved to Lahaina decades ago and have refused to sell to developers. Town planning means no big resorts allowed. Oh, I see. Old moved to Lahaina decades ago and refused to sell to developers. Town. There's also a lot of like longtime locals who've been there for generations. So it's a good combination of people that are just gonna hold out and go, fuck that, man. I want to know whose finger is pulling the trigger of the do. Probably a freak. Oh, of the DEW, I'm guessing. A freak in grandma's basement. Thinks he's playing a video game. A non-human would be having a blast with this. See what I did? Shizzy Kai still streaming. I gotta mess with this guy. Hey, Laszlo Panaflex, how you doing, man? Let's check this clip here. What do you guys think about this?
So I 3D printed these 3 dragons, and now this kid with cancer wants me to make a rainbow one. But number 1, I don't believe in star signs, and number 2, the comment's pretty old, so the kid's probably dead by now. So I ignored his request, and I made a blue and red winged version. You can see how much bigger he is than the other ones, and he is sick. I'm going to be selling this on my store, and I thought it would be nice to donate the money I make from this to a charity in this kid's name. But then I thought, I don't know this kid. Fuck the cancer kid. So I'm not going to be doing that. And any money that I do raise from selling this will be going towards buying beer for me. So I 3D printed these 3 dragons. And now this kid with cancer wants me to make a rainbow one. But number 1, I don't believe in star signs. And number 2, the comment.
So I fucking loved it. What a bummer. I wanted to see Elon destroy Zuckerberg. Yeah, I don't think he's much of a fighter. I think that's why he's getting the cold feet. Dude, I've been trying to mess with this guy all night. A few bites. Those basement kids. Don't fuck with the light, Sanji. I'm using that shit. Those basement kids now work in the 3-letter basements. That's fucking funny, dude. Oops, that was meant for my boy, the Wolf Man. Hey, psst, psst. Fuck out of there. The Gov OG Maui secured the eminent domain laws for Lahaina in January 2023. They're going to steal this land because it has history of power and strength. Haven't done enough research yet. Eminent domain laws. Government of Maui secured the eminent domain laws. What does that mean exactly? Eminent domain, that means they can just take your shit, but I'm not actually exactly clear on the details. But nothing that sounds out. Hey, don't be messing with the keyboard. Yeah, what exactly is eminent domain? If you can clarify it for us real quick. I guess I could look it up. You just Google it. Hey, Shanji, you being all sweet and loving? Huh? Being all cute and cuddly? Being cute and cuddly? Yeah, you know not to mess with the wires because I'll toss you on the couch. All right. So what do you guys think about adding that clip into the mix? Nothing stands out. Oh, okay. Gotcha. This picture looks like MrBeast like started the fires by accident. My kitty's giving me kisses. Oops. Stands out. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got right now. I guess this one's kind of funny. Not great for like a show intro, but
Oh, this is cool! Picked up in a billionaire's private jet to check out his brand new hotel before anybody else. Now, this is cool! Picked up in a billionaire's private jet to check out his brand new hotel before anybody else. Now,
that's freaking great. That's fucking great. No. All right. Hey, buddy. What's up, buddy? Yeah. So, for people of Hawaii, just got straight getting mobstered out of their shit. McWolfenhagen and me live in PDX. We like to troll YouTubers for fun. Oh, okay. It's hard to troll a troll. I mean, unless I want to indulge in something because it's fun, you know? But then you're not really trolling. You're just giving me material. Take land for government use. I think the land is not usable for humans. Or if they need that land for any reason, they can seize your land, period. Oh man, that's fucked up. Epstein Island, yeah, yeah, the Ben 10 clip. That's fucking great. He's like, yeah, picked up in a billionaire's airplane to see his private mansion. Oh my god, dude. That shit was funny. See, now we know why China is so eager to build high rises. Look at this shit.
Chinese never cease to amaze the world. This time, the Chinese company Broad Group.
So people have been talking about prefabricated buildings for years, including like the Venus Project and stuff, for years. And now China's putting it to in implementing it.
Group has developed a.
And people are like, "Oh my god, the Chinese are like blowing our minds." Fuck off! You've been talking shit, and now that you're seeing it being implemented efficiently, you're like, "Who knew this was a thing we could do?" A lot of fucking people, dipshit.
Building assembly technology that provides unparalleled construction speeds. It took just 28 hours and 45 minutes to create a 10-story residential building using the prefabricated components of the living building. The core elements of this new system are factory-made modules built around a stainless steel frame.
Those they have a very old world feel to them. You know what I mean? Like society got to this point where they're just mass housing people. Even way back then.
All typical components of a living space, including insulation, electrical wiring, plumbing, glazing, ventilation system, and finishing, are fixed onto this frame.
Well, Oprah's already lived on Maui for a long time. A new place with stains, new face, on. Well, the government can take your land under eminent domain, but I think there's a requirement to pay you something like fair value for it.
For the flooring, Broad Group uses their developed B-core slabs. These slabs consist of 2 steel sheets interconnected with numerous short vertical tubes across the entire surface. According to the company, this solution is 10 times lighter and 100 times stronger than traditional constructions. An important advantage of the living building is that its individual components are sized to fit standard cargo containers. Thanks to this, the prefabricated blocks can be conveniently transported to almost any location worldwide using existing transportation methods. Chinese never cease to amaze the world. This time, the Chinese company Broad Group has developed a.
So I'm thinking, what if like there's a fire in a unit in the middle of the building and you need to like replace that unit? Do you need to remove all the units on top of it to get to that unit, pull it out, put in a new one, and then put all the other apartments back in? Like, is that the solution there? What? That's crazy. That shit looks good though. Looks legit. That's nice. It just like folds down. Okay, floor is in. They're like the Amish of skyscrapers. Wonder who owns Broad Group? China is famous for shit construction. Okay, here to cleanse your palate. Maybe that's why prefabricated is the only way they can go. They're like, we can create like a single thing perfectly 1,000 times. But like, why can't we make a building? Well, let's just make that thing and then plug it together like Legos. We can do Legos. They don't have to worry about the shit construction. Construction guys just put it all together. Wonder owns Broad Group. Okay, here's cleanse your palate. Do you eat grits? I've never tried grits. Never tried grits. What the fuck is in grits to do this with pepper and water? What? Color me curious, my lady. It's just burning plastic. Pretty sure Chinese people have evolved to breathe that toxic shite. Broad's founder and chairman, Zhang Yui, was awarded the Champions of the Earth Award. Okay. There was no water or electric to connect. Should be made out of hemp. I agree. We should be using hemp more prominently in society because it does everything. Let's check this out.
All right, people. We were camping the other day, and my son wanted some grits. So we didn't have a bowl or anything to make them in. So I told him, I said, look, get your grits, put them in a bottle, put the water in them, and let them set. You know,
can you guys hear okay?
You can heat the water up on the fire and let them set, and they'll cook. Well, so he takes the grits, and we're going to show y'all what happened.
They were using a fire,
grits,
the fucking soda bottle.
Look here, instant grits, butter flavored. We're going to use a bunch. We're just going to put a little bit. So he takes his instant grits, he pours them in the bottle. Man, we'll be nasty with it. Okay, so
is it?
Grits. He went ahead and added his pepper. So we'll put pepper in there.
It looks like
he added his pepper.
It's called porridge.
Let me show y'all what instant grits and pepper does. I'm gonna waste all our pepper. And he added his water. So show y'all what happened. Once he added all these ingredients here, he shook it up, and he was mixing it up. Well, we noticed that the bottle was starting to get tight, get tighter, tighter, tighter. So I was like, okay, y'all need to put that bottle down because it's like really getting tight. So this is what you're eating, people.
Come on, explosion.
Pay attention.
Damn.
Where did it go? It disintegrated.
I mean, I don't know about that. It's probably in pieces.
Where did it go?
What the fuck?
It disintegrated.
Instant grits and pepper and water?
Y'all give it a
what try. The fuck?
Disintegrated.
Look at it. Yeah, look at the bottle. Looks all fat too. Terrible shot. What do they put in grits? Cool. Now do it with a 2-liter. Tofu Buildings in China. It seems like Broad Group is a good company that makes air cons. Volume up. Okay. Yeah, I did turn up my volume, but I don't know if it turns up the volume for you guys. Can I know I can't change the volume on it. White trash science. This is me after 10 beers. That child was like right there. How could you miss that? Miss the child?
Pay attention.
Explosion. Hey, Zora.
Where did it go?
I kind of want to try it now.
No bottle. Y'all give it a try.
Y'all give it a try? Hey, hey, get off the cord. If you guys don't stop fucking with my shit, I'll have to knock you out, take you off the fucking desk. Cut it out. Knock it off. All right. Hey, Courtney, how you doing? Bruh. You're here for the very end. I am wrapping it up. MrBeast looks so happy. Sorry, MrBeast. It's my time now. All right, y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. It's time to call it a night. So I'll see you Thanks for the links, DJ Lewis, on the Hawaii stuff. That was great to dive into that. I hope people start to see kind of what's happening out there. At a minimum, even for those that don't believe, you know, and in the government conspiracy stuff, they at least see the scam that's happening, that it was arson, and there's a lot of collusion happening. No, avoid grits. Yeah, don't do what Christy says. Don't kiss her grits. Courtney, what do you think of the Maui fires? Whatever she thinks, she'll think differently after she watches tonight's show. Not the unless she agrees and she's like, "Oh yeah, I was there 100%." Then, not the triangle face, Courtney. Kiss to the old dude. Good night, DJ Lewis and everybody and people of Maui. Be sure you if someone's trying to keep you away from your grandma, kick them right square in the dick. Kiss to the AAA. Stop. Get that shit out. Wait, hold up, Kai. I got a video for you. Me and McWolfenstein blowing up watermelons in tannerite. With tannerite. Well, better see that clip real soon, bro, because I'm about to wrap it up. Grits or corn flour must be GMO. I know, right? There's something in there. McWolfenstein. Oh, yeah, McWolfenhagen. I got that. Not arson, red room. That's true, yeah. It's both. Yeah, it's both. Well, it's red rum disguised as possible arson. I don't know. There's layers to it. Sorry, I'm watching the cat fuck some shit up. Not arson, red room. Okay, let's see what you got here. Oh, fuck, that was loud. Okay, there we go. Yes. I will happily show an exploding watermelon. Yeah! Woo! Get him! Sorry, I wanted a very idiocracy reaction to it. Yeah. All right, y'all. It's been fun. I mean, it's been kind of shitty talking about the what's it called? Maui fires and stuff, but it's been good hanging out with everybody. And learning is always fun. So even if you're learning about shitty stuff. GMO means explosion now. The fuck, you still have a copy of that? Flawless victory. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, I'm out of here, yo. It's been real. Take care. I'll see you Thursday. I'm actually going to California this weekend, so I don't know if I'm doing a Monday show. I'll in an hour or two before the show's supposed to start, you should see it scheduled, because I don't want to schedule it and then cancel it. I think I just rather schedule it late if I get home at a good time. Otherwise, I'm not going to be doing a show the following Monday, or I might not be doing a show the following Monday, but I'll see you all this Thursday. I hope you have a beautiful, incredible week. My real estate laws. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Stop. My real estate words. Good night, Kai. Thanks for letting us dick around in your channel, man. It's always a blast. I understand it takes a minute for people to believe this because they have been planning this for a minute. Cali Monday show. But I'll be I might be driving at that point, you know, or I just won't be home in time to like actually prep and do stuff, and I'll figure it out. I'll let y'all know. Maybe I'll post on Twitter or something. Peace be upon you all. Stand for something or fall for everything. Don't bitch out. Take a break, bro. You give us too much entertainment. Nah, man, I feel like I could do a lot more. But until next time, folks, hugs and kisses. Mwah. Good night, everybody.
You're better than this. Join us. Use your powers for good.
Heads up.
Be a superhero.
I'm gonna be the king of the pirates! You hear me?